Hi everybody, Rose Thorne here. Good afternoon, morning, and evening to all of you, no matter where you are in the world. And I know that it's not Happy New Year yet, but it soon will be. So I'd like to say before we start this react, Happy New Year to everyone. And I hope that 2022 is going to be a great year for everybody. Also, because it is the new year, please be careful out there if you're going to travel or go any place. A lot of very reckless people out on the road, so just be careful while you're driving and traveling. So, aside from that, what we have here today is Foodie Beauty. She's doing this live stream. She did this live stream. She just finished up. And this is the live stream that I feel she did that she had to do before the partying commences tonight. So in this live stream, Foodie, she's out and about. She looks like she just came from Natter's. She stops off and she gets a cannabis haul, a huge one, and she babbles about pretty much everything. So this live stream is almost 4 hours long. I'm going to do my very best to cut this down as much as possible. You guys know that I like for my reacts to be at an hour or under. I really don't like going for too terribly long. So because this live stream is so long, I'm going to be jumping around a lot just to kind of like try to capture the best parts. And if I don't capture every single minute, well, that's not really necessary. So I hope you guys enjoyed this react video. If you do, please like and subscribe, and leave a comment if you want. And let's get to.
I'm going to make a tea. Something exciting happens in my life. If you go to his house, go live. We don't care. It's your life. You are going to lose supporters. Yeah, I know, Gigi. If like, I promise, I'm just going to live my life. Like, if in the future something happens down the road, and he's back in my life that way, or I don't know. Like, like I don't know what to say. Like, I'm not ever going to do something just because like I'm blackmailed by supporters to leave. Like if you don't support something I do and you can't stay, I understand that. I totally never ream people out for leaving my channel. I don't come on here and like, you guys are unsubscribing. I can't believe you. Why are you supporting me? Like I get why you don't want to support me. I get it. I get it. And you don't, I really do. Trust me. I do. And after rewatching some of my lives, like just the highlights from the past, like it was Christmas. And I'm acting like a friggin' insane person. Completely unhinged. And yes, I do feel horrible for that. I do feel bad.
No, she doesn't.
Because I was really mean to Dee Dee, and I was just being jealous and spiteful and stupid and insecure.
And that's how you are with everybody. You acted that way with BB. You acted that way with Pete. And now you're acting that way with Natter. You don't see where the problem is? Isn't it something you've got 3 different people, 3 different men that you've had 3 different relationships with, and they all end up the same way? And the only common denominator between all of them is you, Chantal. So maybe the problem is you.
When there wasn't even anything going on. Like I really, really went online and like really, really wanted to ruin this guy's life for that. That's not right either. It's not right to be abusive, like to him. Like it's just not. And I can be an abusive person. Like I yell. I'm very, very use a lot of profanity. Like that probably doesn't feel good to people. People always assume that men cannot. I'm not even going there because I know what kind of can of worms that's going to open up. But
So for those that do not know, there is another YouTuber. Her name is Young Dumb Honey Bun. She did a live stream. I believe it was like a little over an hour long, where she went into very fine detail about how she feels, her opinion, that if Chantal were a man exhibiting the behavior that she is, that she would be serving, again, in her opinion, jail time. She's got a lot of predatory behavior in some of the things she's done and some of the things she says. If she were a guy, she would be in serious trouble. because it's very concerning and it's almost criminal. And I have to agree with young dumb honey bun. I mean, there's a lot of things that Chantal has said that are very stalkerish, creeperish, obsessive. I remember Chantal saying in one live stream, I just have to get into his house. You know, I just have to get into his house. I mean, it's a really creepy thing to say, I just have to get into his house. And the way she behaves around Natter, like the whole past 2 weeks, the repeated phone calls, blowing up his phone with like 50 messages and 50 voicemails and the harassment and all that. If a guy did that, the cops would be knocking at his door. So if you haven't seen Young Dumb Honey Bun's live stream, I would suggest go checking it out. Because some of the VIBs in this chat mention it, and Chantal, it's a bone up her nose about it.
Not a stable person either, and I have issues, and it's just overall volatile. So that's fine. Keep up with the therapy. Yeah.
What therapy?
Daddy Dubai. I don't know. The Dubai guy's been acting really weird. So I just kind of whatever. Moving on. Moving on. True love at its finest. The wedding. Well, Elle, in that case, what I'll do is get a huge wedding on credit and then declare bankruptcy.
What? Did you guys hear that? You know, for those who do not know, Chantal hasn't paid her taxes in about 3 years. And for those who might be new to Chantal or new to my channel, a while back, Chantal declared bankruptcy. She's got a bankruptcy on her record. And the way things have been going, the way she's been behaving over the course of time, it just seems like she's deliberately just letting her taxes go so she can declare bankruptcy again. That's just my opinion. Okay, I don't have facts, I'm not in her head. But based on her behavior, I feel that she is just counting on the fact that she can file another bankruptcy. And I did some digging on that because I was curious, could she do it a second time? And the thing is, if you've already declared bankruptcy, then that has to be settled before you can declare again. But I think that's what she might be counting on to save her behind as far as all the back taxes that she owes, because she owes between $40,000 to $60,000 already.
The Dubai dude, oh my god. He messaged me out of nowhere like some weird like he wrote like, are you doing a, and it was like a Jamaican flag. What? What is that? That's like such a weird question.
Okay, so here comes the super chat talking about Young Dumb Honey Bun. The super chat says 2 creators with about 100,000 subs each have done videos in the past few days about you being sexually predatory and engaging in stalking. Be careful. Yeah, I don't know about the other one, but I know that Young Dumb Honey Bun did her live stream and she was very well spoken. She made a lot of great points, and she made her points by using quotes directly from Chantal. And if you put all those quotes together and read them all together, I mean, it does sound pretty severe. So the word has gotten back around to the VIBs. They know about it. And they're going to mention it to Chantal, and let's see her reaction.
Question, ask somebody. What? Why would I don't know. In the last 2 days about you being sexually predatory and engaging in stalking. Well, that's their opinion. Sexually predatory.
You
Wouldn't
are.
be another reach, would it? Yeah.
She is a predator in her own right. She is. I mean, she's guilty of stalking. She's guilty of just blowing up Natter's phone. Remember that night when he wouldn't answer her phone calls? Look at the way she behaved. She lost her mind. She got in her car in the middle of the night. She drove over to his house, peeping in his windows, trying the door lock to see if anybody was in there. She could get in there. I mean, if you look at some of this stuff from her live streams, it would be stuff that would be very, 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 very concerning. The fact that she just gets all obsessed about whatever guy she's with, and she harasses them and she bothers them to the point where if it were a guy, that would lead to serious trouble.
Hmm. But yes, I have to be careful with my behavior. Baby, it's early, I know. I need to turn my car off. Why is it even on? What is this? There's people working in there. Hurry up and open. I want to go home. I want to go home. There's a farm boy here. I want to go home and smoke. It's true. That's a good point, Chubby Moose. You can love someone and still choose to say goodbye to them. Of course. Love is not enough. It's not enough. It makes it hard, really friggin' hard to stay away from somebody. I mean, who likes a broken heart? That's the worst feeling. Like for me, it's so hard for me. It's so hard for me. I don't know. It's like the pain of being in a toxic relationship is like just worse than the pain of like breaking.
What? Girl, I've been involved in toxic relationships before, and trust me, they suck. There's nothing worse than being with the wrong partner and knowing that they're not right for you, but yet your feelings all wrapped around them anyway. But it's one of those things that it's like being in a restaurant and you get served some steak and you take a bite of the steak and it's rotten. But rather than spitting it out like you know you should, you continue to chew on it. And the longer you chew on it and the more you swallow it, the more it makes you sick. And it just keeps getting worse and it never gets better. I think the reason why you can't stay away from Natter is because you know there's nothing better out there for you. Nobody's going to accept you the way you are. He accepts you because you pay him, and because he accepts you, he is enabling you as you are. Therefore, it gives you no reason to change into a better person. But I think another part of that is your ego. You've got an ego and you just will not accept defeat to the point where you will push yourself on people. You don't understand the word no, you don't hear the word no, and you don't want to accept defeat. You don't want to accept the fact that you don't belong in somebody's life, you shouldn't be there, they don't want you. So rather than deal with the defeat, you rather just keep pushing forward and pressuring yourself into somebody's life just so you don't have to go through any kind of rejection or the feeling of this is a place I don't belong.
Or no, sorry, reverse that. The pain of breaking up is worse than the pain of like the toxicity or whatever. But so I guess probably Ramona's gonna be live tonight. Are you guys gonna hang out with Ramona? What are you guys?
Confirmation she's not going to be at the house with Pete. She just said it. She just said he's going to go live, and oh, I guess you guys are going to go hang out with him. So that's confirmation right there that she's not going to be at the house with Pete. She's going to be somewhere else, probably with Natter.
What are you doing today, Lambo? Are you guys going to any exciting parties, or are you guys on lockdown too? You shouldn't party.
Yeah, so where she's at, there's going to be a lockdown from 10 o'clock p.m. until 5 a.m. And there's certain restrictions. I've heard that, like you've got, can only have certain people at your house, no traveling, da 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 da. So what's going on right now is she's getting her live stream for the day out of the way. She's going to make some money. She's doing her errands. She's running around getting all the party supplies so that after she gets ready, she can go straight over to Natter's. But she's got the money making part of her day already done.
With COVID, if COVID's bad in your area, listen to me. I'm virtue signaling. I'm deeply lonely and insecure. We've been new. I am. But I'm working on it.
How? In what way? Name it.
I don't know what I'm lonely for. Hey, there's a nail place.
You're lonely because you don't like your own company. If you like your own company, being alone is not a big deal.
Place right here. I wouldn't subject anybody to giving me a pedicure. He's having a party? No, you can't party.
Why not?
Or maybe he's going to a party. Hello, Pickles my way.
So Halal Pickle says Natter said he's gonna have a party tonight and might go live. Yeah, and look what Chantal's doing. She's buying the party supplies. In the later part of this video, she does a complete show of all the stuff she bought. And believe me, it's a lot. It's a lot of green stuff, very high powered green stuff. You think she's going to smoke all that by herself? No. She's buying stuff for her and Natter. She plans on going over there and spending time with him. So she's picking up all the party supplies before the party starts.
Natter said he's having a party and Michael like, oh, you're going to a party? I am so mad. I hate, okay, goal. Next to the African safari bees.
Oh, so first it was Euro bees, then Jamaica bees, then Africa bees. These bees never happen, do they? You know, she talks about going to all these different places, and she has yet to even go to the one that she mentions. She can't even go to a weekend concert. Girl, stop talking about all this stuff. You know you don't mean it.
We have to. What's this guy doing? Does he work here? Are you coming to friggin' work so I can get my weed? Anyway, we are going to, compared in the snow, have a really amazing New Year's Eve next year.
I don't know about that. Girl, I did some tarot readings on you not too long ago. And everything I saw for you for 2022, you, ma'am, are going to have a hell of a year. And not in a good way. My tarot cards were snitching all over you, saying that there's going to be a whole lot of everything going to be hitting you this year, this upcoming year. A lot of things, a lot of chickens are going to come home to roost. I hope you're ready for it.
Tori, okay, I'll get to that in a minute. The question is, you're always open about your relationship with Natter. Why are you being silent on it?
Yeah, why not?
I am plain cheese burger. So basically, the thing with that is, I feel like everything, when I'm angry and crazy, I come on here and I'm impulsive and I like say the most inappropriate things. Like, regardless of what happened, I don't feel like sharing your story and everything is different than like I was like really, really just like saying really bad things like the gonorrhea and stuff like that's private. And I said a lot of stuff. So when that happens, basically you have a couple of options. You can one continue to make things worse by continuing to talk about things, or respect privacy of somebody that asks you to, and just not talk about them anymore online at all. So that's basically what I try to do. I don't try to lie to you guys.
You don't try to, but you do.
But no, I don't do it for attention. I mean, I like attention.
What? You don't do what? What? You don't do it for attention. Chantal, you have an addiction for attention. You like being the center of attention. Listen, I'm not brand new over here. I've been watching you for a long time, girl. You were all up in it, talking about Natter for months and months and months and months and months, talking about him, talking about everything between you two, and painting a bad picture about him, and the drug use, and the DV, and the essay. You were all up in it, and you were loving every minute of it. Yes, you were. You were. And you were loving the fact you could bring up those things and make money off of all those things when you shouldn't have. Having an ED is something that's bad. It's something that a lot of people suffer with, yet you turn that into something you can monetize for profit. DV is something that should never be used as a story arc on a channel for profit, yet you did that. Same thing with SA, same thing with the drug abuse. Okay, and this whole thing between you and Natter is ridiculous. If you guys want to be a couple off camera and bigger back and forth and go at each other back and forth, go right ahead. But where you're messing up is that you're bringing it to YouTube when you're stressing everybody out. You seem to have it in your head somewhere that you and Natter are a power couple and everybody should know your business. Sweetheart, have a seat and listen to this. Nobody cares about what goes on between you and Natter. We know far too much as it is, and we'd rather you not tell us anymore. What you need to do is make some quality content for your channel, something positive, and leave your relationship with Natter off of YouTube. We're done with it. We're so done. We are overdone with it. We're so over it. You and Natter are not interesting people, and what's going on between the two of you is toxic. And it's getting completely old because it's the same old crap all the time. So just do all of us a favor and keep it off of YouTube, will you?
Attention, but the thing is, I like a guy to say I'm hot and squeeze my boobs. I don't like hate. I don't like hate. I don't like negative attention online. That's not the kind of attention I like.
Yes, you do.
Anyways,
You're a liar.
what was I saying? I need to get healthy.
She doesn't like she doesn't like negative attention. Oh, really? Everything you do is about getting negative attention. Let me tell you guys something out there. I'm a baby of the 80s. Actually, I was born in the early 70s. I'll be 51 in a few days. So I was in my teenage years in the 80s. And I was a big fan of watching wrestling on TV. So why am I bringing that up now? Let me explain. Because when I watched professional wrestling on TV, like WCW, WWE, you always had the baby faces, which were the good guys, and then you had the heels, which were the bad guys. What Chantal is doing with her channel is she is essentially a heel and she's a bad guy, and everybody likes hating on the bad guy, and she has embraced the role of the bad guy, of the heel, and she's found a way to make that profitable.
Mentally, number one. That's not a good idea, Elle. Why respect him? He doesn't respect you. Because it's not about him. Me respecting somebody, it's about me and my integrity as a person.
There's that word. That word integrity just keeps popping up all of a sudden. Where did she get it from? Where did she hear it? This word integrity. She's never used it before, and all of a sudden she is using it. Chantal, you don't know what integrity is. You have none, ma'am. That was a word you picked up off a chat or a dictionary or a web page or something, but you have no idea what it is. And you certainly don't live your life with integrity.
So yeah, just like they say, two wrongs don't make a right.
Yeah, and putting your wrongs and putting your toxic relationship on YouTube for everybody to see and everybody to be exposed to certainly isn't right.
I'm not excusing anything that he's done. I'm not saying that. That's not totally different. This is about me right now. I don't have any integrity. Well, I'm trying to work on it.
How? How are you working on it? As a matter of fact, Chantal, you say you have integrity. Okay, name one thing about you that will qualify as integrity. One single solitary thing that you can say, this is where I have integrity. This is how I live my life with integrity. One thing. You wouldn't be able to come up with anything because you don't.
And no more raging either. Just for that, I'm not raging ever again. Screw you. I'm not saying his behavior is perfect. No, I'm not saying that. Yes, he has problems.
So do you.
But this is about when answering the question about why do you open up so much and then you clam up about it, because I think probably that's the right thing to do, but then it's hard. It's hard to clam up because yes, for 4 years I've been so open about everything in my life, and this is a big part of my life. And I said that to him. I said it's not. It's just it's so hard. not to get, not to, especially being a live streamer, like not to fall into the trap of answering questions and like tricky questions. And I have to really think of how I'm going to answer. Like even right now, I find like I talk fast. I'm kind of nervous because I know I'm under a lot of heat and being watched by.
No, she's talking really fast because, she's doing chemicals. You know, it's obvious she's doing some kind of chemicals, probably stimulants, because without stimulants, Chantal is Miss I'm tired. She should change her name from Chantal to tired because she's always tired. She's always saying to people, I'm tired, I'm tired. She has no energy. So when she has energy, it's not coming from her, it's coming from something else. So she does her chemicals, she does her stimulants, she becomes really talkative, and maybe Natter is in the background telling her, don't talk about this and don't talk about that. And that's something she's not used to because she's used to using every little thing about herself to make money on YouTube. And now she can't. So she has to remember what she can and cannot say and what lies she did and did not tell.
Fucking thousands of people, and I don't want to come off as a liar, and I don't want to be seen as all these things,
Too
and
late.
I
Too
don't
late for
know.
that.
But people are going to think what they want to think, you know. I haven't been always the most honest person,
Right?
so, but I haven't lied like people think about
Really?
things. Um, some things are just insanely reaching or just weird conspiracy theories. They used to do that to Amber Lynn, like anybody who's talked about, right? So can't be open about where you have been or who you have seen without talking about what you did or defining the relationship. Hi, what you do with your time. Yeah. Yeah. Like it's hard. It's hard like going back to wanting privacy when I need some. Because then people
Chantal, if you want privacy, it's really simple. Just don't talk about things on your YouTube channel. If you desire privacy, it's really, really simple to have. Just whatever it is about your life that you don't want people to know, don't freaking talk about it. Don't put it on your YouTube channel. Once you put something in a live stream or video and you put it on a public platform, then the public knows about it. And that also means the public is free to comment on it. When you put something in a live stream or a video on YouTube, you are putting it on a public platform in front of the public for them to comment on, to think about, and give their opinions and feelings on. You want a private life? Keep it private then. Keep your mouth shut.
people think, oh, you're backtracking or this and that. And I mean, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know what to say anymore. I just want my friggin' stuff and go home. And say believe you. Jay, I saw your comment.
Ooh, I love this comment. Fupa Loompa says, you want privacy to escape accountability. What a great comment. What a great comment. How true is that? You want privacy to escape accountability. Well said, Fupa. Well said. She wants privacy to escape accountability because when she talks too much, when she reveals too much, then people are going to hold her accountable. They're going to question, they're going to reveal their opinions and their feelings and their comments, and then she gets mad and then she rages. Like I said, if she wants privacy, all she has to do is just stop talking about certain things and then she'll have it.
Comment about like when people like hurt you, it's time to move on. I think maybe you learn that like later in life, maybe, or you develop that. It's like some people are just strong character, like, and, like me, it's easier to walk all over me because of myself, not, I guess, like insecurities and just looking for approval from people sometimes, and just I don't know. Yeah. And I am a very like generous person. Like if I
Oh God, here we go. I'm generous. I'm generous. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're making a lot of money on YouTube, and that's the only power and appeal that you have. That's the only power and appeal that you have. The only power you have is the money you make, and the only reason you're appealing to anybody. Hence why Natter's in the picture. He saw you for what you are. You are a weak, insecure person who starved for attention all the time from anybody. You were low hanging fruit. You basically offered yourself to him, and he said, you know what? Here's this chick, and she's making an obscene amount of money on YouTube, and I can get a piece of that action just by saying a few nice words to her. And you know what? He wasn't wrong. He wasn't wrong at all. Look at all that he's gotten from you, Chantal, and he's not even committed to you. But you're so stupid and starved for attention that because he's the only thing that you can get right now, you're going to stick with it. Rather than work on yourself and change and be a better person, and maybe you might have a chance of being in a real relationship with somebody that you don't have to pay to be around you. You'd rather just be as you are and continue to pay.
I can make people happy. I want to. Like,
Oh,
even if
shut
they hurt
up.
me, I don't know. Not if it depends. If they hurt me and like apologize, and I see improvements and things with people that hurt me.
You know, you said the most true statement I've ever heard you say a while ago, and it pretty much sums up how you are. You said, all he has to do is fake love me. All that Natter has to do is fake love you. That's all he has to do is fake love you. You didn't say all he has to do is love me. You said all he has to do is fake love me. So by saying that, you acknowledge the fact that he doesn't love you and he will never love you. That sums up who you are. That you are not someone that you want something real. You're so lazy, you'll take something fake rather than work on yourself and get the real thing. And of course, because of that, you're always going to be miserable.
In my life, it's different, but I don't know. I hate seeing people hurt anymore. Just, I'm just, and maybe it's just because I can't handle any more negativity. I just don't think I can handle it. I don't know. Sneak over to Natter's party in disguise. Who should I get dressed up as? Jean? No, I'm just joking. No, I ordered some friggin' stuff, some edibles and stuff. So I don't know.
Yeah, so she's getting all these edibles and pre rolls and stuff because that's going to be the way she gets in the door. Hey, Natter, I got all this stuff to party. You want to party? I got some high quality green. And of course, he's going to say yes.
What time is it? Cold. Actually, I found a really awesome therapist for Pete. He said I can tell you, like he's open to. Like I'm not gonna say like what he wants to go to therapy for, but I think he definitely needs.
You know what, Chantal? As far as Pete's and his therapy, you really shouldn't be talking about him this way on your live stream. What's going on with Pete's and his mental health? That's not your business, and you shouldn't be talking about his business in your live stream. I'm not a fan of Pete's, but I'm saying as far as somebody else's mental health and them going to therapy, and you really shouldn't be talking about that. That's not very nice.
That's it. And especially after the last time he wasn't feeling too well, I said, you know what? Let me set you up with it. I'll talk to my therapist. Maybe. Anyways, I found this really cool therapist. Their thing was like, I don't know. It's going to be a good match for Pete for sure. I asked my therapist to find somebody for him. So yeah, he will have his appointment January 13th.
So how's he going to get there if he doesn't have a car? Are you going to drive him?
I became a member of Natter's channel. Actually, yeah, I did, but I was like, I see like so many of my visors in there. I don't know. I want to be part of the cool kids.
No, you want to be in his chat just so you can be a mod and bother everybody in his chat and block people you don't like. Again, it's all about power tripping. You use your money to control Natter, And then while he's doing a live stream, you want to be in his chat just to be a bother and a nuisance to everyone. And there's so many people have said, we don't want to see your face on his live stream, Chantal. And we don't want you being in the chat either because of the power tripping.
I don't want to be uncivil. Like I don't want to, like you don't have. Oh, we both have matching imaginary therapists.
Yeah, exactly.
What does he need a therapist for? Living in his room, not working, having everything paid. Well, just because you have things provided for you, it does make life that you don't have that stress in life. But you still have other things. Like everyone has problems, guys. You don't compare. Like the sun and moon are different, but they're still equally important to the planet. Like I don't know. Maybe that's why he needs the help because he can't leave. He doesn't leave his room. He's just really depressed, and I don't like to diminish people's problems. Like if they're hurting and they're struggling, and
You know, I've noticed something that every person that gets near Chantal, their life is negatively affected in some way. I remember all the way back when Chantal and Pete first started living together. At the time, Pete had a job. He was making his own money. Uh, he wasn't as heavy as far as his weight. Within a couple of years' time, he doesn't have a job anymore. He lost his employment, which means he's not making money that way. His depression got worse. He gained a bunch of weight. He lost his cat. I mean, Chantal is just a walking voodoo curse. Anybody that gets near her gets negatively affected. And I understand that Pete is very, very introverted. Once upon a time, I used to be that way. So much so that even though I had an apartment and I lived across the street from a grocery store, rather than walk across the street and get groceries, I would take a taxi just because I didn't want to be out in public exposed. So I understand his extreme being introverted. But one thing I can say as a former introvert is if you're someone and you're introverted and you develop a safe space, like say a bedroom, and you're always in that room and that becomes like your bubble, that bubble can also be your prison because you get too comfortable in there and you don't want to go out and do things. And if you're introverted and you break out of your bubble, there's so much more happiness outside of that bubble than inside because you're free to do anything you want, go anywhere you want without fear, without anxiety. Pete needs to find a way to get out of that bedroom and out of that bubble because that bubble is what's holding him prisoner. And Chantal's not going to be there forever to take care of him. He's insulating himself way too much, and he needs to protect himself from what's coming because if something happens to Chantal, he's going to be in a world of hurt. He needs to just start taking steps to get out of that safety space that he's created for himself and find something else to do. And if Chantal were any kind of a friend, she would help him do it. But she likes having Pete under her thumb and the fact that she's able to control him. So she doesn't really encourage him to break out of that safe space and find other things in life to enjoy.
I don't know fully their situation. I'm just gonna try not to judge as much as I can. I try not to. I'm a judgmental person sometimes, but I'm saying like we all are. Like why do people judge each other? I don't get it. It's okay to like be critical of one another because how are we supposed to grow as people if we don't criticize each other, right? But insulting and belittling and just when we all do the same thing, there's not one person in my chat right now, 13, 25 people watching, not one who has not lied. Probably you told a lie today. Probably. Even a little white lie, you don't think about it.
Julia Rochford says, you insult people constantly, and she's spamming the chat with it. And Julia's not wrong. She does. She insults people constantly. She insults people that she knows. She insults people that she used to know like 20 years ago. She insults people that are strangers on the street. She's always putting other people down. But she doesn't want anybody to put her down. I mean, no, don't do that. Don't put down Chantal. Don't point out anything that's wrong with her. But she is a negative Nancy like that.
I'm telling you. Julia, you constantly spam. Oh my god, Julia, I can't wait for the rewards. You know what your reward is gonna be? Fucking spammer.
I love the fact that there are some VIBs that are not fans of Chantal. They give her hell every time she logs on. I'm loving it.
I'm just saying there's worse people you could freaking villainize. But if you want to villainize me, does it have to be Ursula? I don't like her. She's fat ugly. No, I'm just joking. I just fat shamed Ursula.
As I said earlier, Chantal has embraced the role of being a heel, of being the bad guy. She has totally embraced it. She loves it. She loves it. It doesn't bother her a bit to be a heel, to have people boo and hiss at her and say awful things. She loves it because you get attention being a good guy, but you get even more being a bad guy. And she knows that some people, they just love to hate. They love, everybody loves to hate on the bad guy, right? You get that aggression out, boo, hiss, you're bad. She loves it. And she found a way to make the role of being a heel profitable.
You lie by omission. I'm not going over this again, Al. What is that, beating buffalo? Level up spiritually? Yeah. The YouTubers that have done far.
So, New Girl just sent a super chat saying, "You were there all night, liar." Yeah, I would agree with that. Based on the way she's dressed and the fact that she's not got her makeup on, her hair like pulled back, she looks like she just came from somewhere, didn't she? And then getting her Starbucks on the way back from Natters. Yeah. All this was her just fitting in one live stream to make money before the partying starts tonight.
Far worse. It's just this corner of YouTube is full of some unforgiving, bitter people. I want a new community then. I'm just joking. New girl. You were there all night. Liar. Really? You literally said you didn't leave Natters this morning. But we saw his house. That picture is so old, Wasabi. Go in my previous videos. There's a thumbnail of that video from weeks ago. Of that same picture. Same picture. That's why I said current mood. But yeah, I'm wearing the same shirt because I don't do laundry,
So she's wearing a dirty shirt. That's so nice.
That's why we're going to Pimpington's. What is this shit? Yeah, true. Where do I want to travel in 2022? I missed your message. Yeah, but plain cheeseburgers, you didn't send me a message. What's this guy doing? Going to work? Where's my stuff? Is it 9? What time is it? I have 15 minutes.
Not Chantal sitting there waiting for the weed place to open so she can just spend all kinds of money on the green. Yeah, she's so eager to get that green in her hands.
To go. How can I freaking gain weight? That's so stupid. Okay, it's not stupid. There's just a lot of misinformation about fruit. That's my opinion. You guys can hate fruit all you want. Go ahead, hate fruit. Hate the banana. Bichon frise!
Oh,
I
God.
hate Bichon frises too.
I really wish she wouldn't yell. That so hurts my ears.
No, they're cute. No, actually, they're not really that cute. God, I can't even friggin' commit to liking a Bichon frise. I need to friggin' commit myself to a hospital. There's already two other potheads waiting to go in.
Oh, wah, wah, wah. So you're sour because other people are at the store and you can just walk in and be by yourself. First world problems.
I'm a pothead, so I can call it a pothead pothead. Now make it three. This is bullshit.
She's reaching out on other people going to the store too.
There's a fucking line.
Good.
A fucking line.
Good.
Oh, hi.
Rage out for us, please. We're waiting for it. Let it go, girl. Let it go.
Biggest all criminal. Actually, Nader said that. I think he said he wanted to do some like, I don't know. But you go in and you learn things, how to survive in prison, and you learn how to become a better criminal. That's what happens. It's like, you know, why do I talk excitedly all the time?
Because she's high.
I'm not saying they shouldn't be. I don't agree with Pete on that. I'm not saying there shouldn't be prisons, but they should. They need to be reformed. Like definitely, because I mean it's just a waste of fucking everything at this point. Don't commit a crime.
You know, Pete just needs to shut up about things he knows nothing about. And he's done absolutely no research on. He likes to spout off and he has diarrhea of the mouth as much as you do. And he's doing it all within the safe space of his room and he's not even working. You know, he's literally a keyboard warrior. Because he's not being a warrior for himself and taking control of his own life.
Crime to begin with. Well, that duh. If they're good pimps, if they're not abusive and mean, like workers, working ladies, or don't take all their money and don't even say what I think you're gonna say. West Memphis 3. Yeah, that made me so mad. That's why I don't like friggin' Arkansas. Actually, no, I'm just joking. No offense if you're from Arkansas. Anyways. Oh, well, me too. If I kill somebody on the road, I hope I go to jail too, sycophantic beauty. But that's not going to happen. Well, get the pimp's number. If my YouTube channel fails, I have a job lined up. I'll be friggin' waiting out here in front of the weed store with the pimp because I won't have any way to get any. No more craft cannabis for me. Hi, Rosemary's Baby. Lady Cartman. Girl, I've been smoking since 15 in the... What? Since I turned 20. And I'm not a lot hot. I started smoking, recognized a few strains here and there at 7. Survive, and they're not doing a fucking 9 to 5 job. You know? More judging. I never offered 2,000 a month. Oh my god! No! I forgot that he said that and then went up live really quickly. Oh my god! No, he hung up on me. We were fighting. Oh my fucking god, we were acting like 5-year-olds.
You know, honestly, as far as what she pays Natter per month, I think it's well over $2,000 a month. Because $2,000 a month wouldn't even cover rent. And we've seen all the stuff she's bought for Natter. You know, like she pays extra money for extra drugs, buys the food for his live streams, bought the tracksuits, bought everything else, bought a TV. I mean, he's getting well over 2K a month from her. And that's why I feel that she made the changeover a while back from spending god awful amounts of money on takeout to just eating cheap drive-by restaurant food. And most of the money that she makes now goes for his expenses, drugs, and whatever else he needs. So in order for her to have money for all that, she had to take money from the takeout money and put it somewhere else.
The whole time Beauty was there. What kind of visit is that? But she's very mature. She's a mature woman. Like she's way more mature than me. She handles it like perfect. Me, Not so much.
Yeah, and while she was there, in the 3 days that she was there, Natter looked a lot happier because she was there. She was polite to him. She was polite to everybody in the chat. She wasn't acting gross. She wasn't being obnoxious. She wasn't farting and burping and acting ridiculous. People in the chat actually liked Dee Dee. They liked her behavior. They said she's nice. And I'm sure that made you angry to see somebody acting normal and people in the chat were warming up to her. I'm sure that drove you completely mad.
Anyways, I'm embarrassed. So that's what he said. He's like, he said, Chantal offered me 2,000 for sex. What? That's so stupid. Why would I have to pay for sex? Hello, I can get any kind of wieners I want.
Excuse me. No, you can't, or else you wouldn't be paying for it. Those who can get things for free don't pay for it. It's the people that can't get it for free that do pay for it. So your logic is illogical, Chantal.
Yeah, I hope you enjoy your cannabis, pal. Sometimes you eat hot dog bread by itself.
Ew.
Really? I don't think I could eat. I don't know if there's any bread I could eat just like that.
So Lying Lockman says the world doesn't revolve around you. Go to the other store if you're so angry about it. Yeah, why doesn't she go to another store? She just sitting there. She's sitting there getting angry because God forbid if other people go to the store and they're inside the store at the same time she wants to walk in there. Everybody just has to clear out when Queen Chantal walks in.
No, not especially not like sliced bread with nothing on it. I remember being offended by that, like as a fat person. Like, you're basically saying that Gwyneth Paltrow is no longer attractive because she's fat. Like, number one, no fat woman looks that ridiculous like they're in a fat suit. Excuse me. Ugh, anyway, don't even get me started. Yeah. Okay. All right, we're gonna go home. We're gonna do.
I think people who watch Chantal, the reason why they don't like her has nothing to do with her weight. Because there are other YouTubers that are morbidly obese and they don't get the heat that Chantal does. It's not her weight that's the problem. It's the personality. It's the fact that she's gross and vulgar and she farts and she burps and she flashes herself and she's just a rude, stuck up head cheerleader who acts like a toddler. That's what people have the most problem with. Not the fact that she's 400, 500 pounds. There's another YouTuber, her name is Hungry Fat Chick, who's, I believe, bigger than Chantal. And she has over 100K subscribers, and she's the sweetest person. And notice that the reaction channels don't talk about Hungry Fat Chick. We don't cover her content. We don't cover her mukbangs. We don't talk badly about her. Everybody says the same thing about Candy. She's a sweet person. We all leave her alone. We all leave her alone. So it's not that reaction channels look for obese women to pick on. It's the fact that Chantal's personality is so rotten, her actions are so rotten that people are just drawn to look at her and to talk about her.
Do this cannabis haul, and then I'm gonna pick a strain to friggin' smoke.
Oh, who cares? Bye. Okay.
Like Natter's little things. He goes ding ding, ding ding, because it's New Year's Eve. It's New Year's Eve, of course. People want pot on New Year's Eve. That's how it is. If you're Canadian, you want pot on New Year's Eve. I don't know. I keep forgetting it's legal in a lot of states as well. Now it is. Anyways, I don't even remember everything I got. They had they had 24 karat gold rolling papers. I was so close, guys. I was so. what my mailbox number is. I don't think I've only been to the mail like once or twice.
I hope you guys don't mind, but there's parts of this live stream where she goes on and on and on about her green haul, and I'm honestly not interested, and I don't think you guys are either. So we're just gonna skip those parts, okay?
Pete's usually goes. Come on, Chubby Moose. Hold on. Well, already set Reeves, Carla. Lemon Z. Oh, what would I do without you, Lemon Z? Okay, let's go.
No offense to anybody out there who smokes green or lemon Z, but because of Chantal, because I've heard so much about lemon Z, if anybody ever gave me lemon Z, I would just take whatever it is they gave me and flush it down the toilet. That's how much I hate
it. It's Lucy. This is puff. All right. Oh, by the way, I still have lemon Z.
Oh, who cares? Bye.
It's a sativa. Okay, so I wanted to get a few different. I don't usually typically like indicas. The 26 or something.
By the way, I will save you guys the headache of having to go through this live stream of her live stream. She talks about all the many different strains she got, and a lot of them are very, very high powered. We're talking like 23, 24%, which anybody who smokes, that's a lot. I mean, she went for the high powered stuff in her haul.
What I find. So this is stick. This is Elios, Elios. Oh, I want to go on an African safari so bad.
Why?
You should make a seasoning line. A seasoning line? No, nothing. I don't think food would be a good idea. Even though I'm foodie beauty. Ooh. Okay. Terpenes are what makes certain strains smell or taste different from others.
Yeah. Again, sorry for all the skipping around, but I'm trying to skip all of the green talk because honestly, I don't care. I'm not reacting to that.
I should have tried the BC. Seneca, that would make me happy. Like to make people who are like taking the time to watch me happy, like I don't know. Cash prizes? No, because a lot of people. Well, I have to figure out this Visa rewards thing. If I should do a video. Foodie bougie product line, yeah. That's a good idea, Lemon Z for sure. Because I talked to one person. You guys can message me on Messenger, and I periodically will answer people. I'm going to answer more people. I like talking to random people. It's more interesting. It's more interesting than talking all the time to people you know. I don't know. Ramona's makeup? Okay, review of papaya cake. This paper is nice. It's burning. Each racist bullying to that degree, for sure. Yeah, that's different. That's different, I guess. But if it's just things that are like slightly controversial or whatever, you know what I mean?
No.
I know I'm just going on and on. Hi, how you doing? Yeah, people told me. I never bothered to investigate it. I did watch like Negs on and off, and I found him like, yeah, he can be offensive at times. But I never really paid attention. Like I never heard him personally like directly say things that were bad. So I don't, Dookie, Foodie Beauty, there are many channels that deals only with weed, bong reviews, and such. So I think you're good. Really? Like popular channels? Cute. People get fired from.
Yeah, but I'm sure that those channels that talk about green, they really can't get monetized because you can't get monetized talking about that stuff.
jobs who shouldn't all the time.
And I'm sure they don't come on camera blasted out of their heads, you know, actually doing the chemicals. So there's that too.
That's true, actually. Life is not fair all the time. Like, fuck. BCB's in tonight. Oh my god, Lemon Z. I'll just pass right out, probably, right? How much? 29%? I'm gonna be like, shitting. Welcome here in Corn Beezers. Where you said bees. Oh. Being been in a headache. My stomach's messed up. Burnt cheeseburger. It's like really bloated here in the middle. Like, oh, my hormones are probably so messed up with my hysterectomy, and then I have like when you have a really big middle, it's like apple shaped kind of. Burger does sound good. No, 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 Tizzy. People do not even like bother. I don't understand it. I don't. Look at my greasy spot. All right. That is an old picture. It's on an old thumbnail. There's no more proof than that. Do you know what I mean?
I'm trying to find something of interest in this live stream.
So, all I have to say to how I'm feeling right now is like, how can I best describe it?
Girl, I don't even know why you're smoking right now because your eyes are red. They are red. They are red. Whatever you're smoking, you need to stop smoking because you're wasting your green at this point.
Python. She got Nada to call and cancel or Phyllis me. Oh my god.
Yeah, so there's this rumor going around that Natter actually talked to Mama Seralt or the aunt. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if he actually talked to the family. I don't know why he would, but I know the family doesn't like him
Why did you come back here on New Year's Eve?
because she can. Same reason you go over to Natter's because you can.
Beats are bougie. Papers dipped in Nashi sauce. Smee is my mom. That's what I call her. I call her Smee. I'm gonna. I don't mind giving back. Like I do. I do like it. I know I don't have to. Um, I want people to feel appreciated. Like their presence is appreciated. Like it really is means something if you can like have. To me, it's like I feel blessed to have people's attention because I love it. I love when people give me attention or not just attention, and I'm not talking about a negative way. I like giving like speeches. I like talking. Like I just don't shut up.
Yeah, she likes to hear herself talk, and I don't care what she says. She loves all attention, whether it's positive, negative, in between. If people are looking at her and paying attention to her, she's happy. And the worst thing for her is if nobody paid attention to her. There's nothing worse for a person who craves attention than no attention.
Since the coffee place to now,
Hence why she does all this drama because it guarantees attention and money.
shut up. I like to friggin' talk. So for me, that's like I love it. I love having it.
You like to talk, but here's the problem: you don't ever talk about anything interesting. You just babble. You just babble about nothing at all. You don't have anything interesting or positive to say. You just babble about nothing for hours. You just love having your face in the camera.
An outlet where people actually friggin' listen to some of what I'm saying. You know, I think my watch time average, like per video, is like 30 seconds, but whatever.
Oh, the average watch time for her is 30 seconds. Shameful. I'm sorry, I find that hilarious. So girlfriend is over here doing like 2, 3, 4 hour live streams and her average watch time is less than a minute. Ooh, that's shameful. Girl, I'm a reaction channel and I get more watch time than you, and you got more subscribers than me. Shameful.
Okay.
No, she isn't kidding.
No, I'm not going to party. What do you picture? Me and Natter tonight in this kitchen with fucking Dee Dee's chocolates
Yep.
and doing the belly dancing? Like,
Yep.
I don't know what you're picturing. Oh.
You know what? I wouldn't put it past Chantal that she got all of the green that she did just so she can go over to Natter's house and not only party, but get him a frame of mind to where he'll relax and let her live stream. You know, just get him all smoked out to the point where he starts giggling and having a good time, and she can turn on her camera and live stream over there and make some money. How many of y'all want to bet that that's going to happen?
Oh, that's cool. Thank you. Yeah, it's awesome. I can just like be myself, but at the same time, I get a lot of shit for it too. Matthew Dossier. Here on Washington State, weed is legal. I'm gonna say you should too. No, he doesn't tell me not to sleep in my room. That's not true. That's all. That's just your speculation. Just like a lot of, just like I would say, 98% of the information that reaction channels dream up. And I'm not saying all of them do that. A lot of them react to my actual videos, but a lot of them do create some outlandish, weird theories.
Not really. All we do is react to what we see and what we hear. And a lot of people, you say, that make stuff up, they back it up with receipts. Receipts that you provide, Chantal.
Which are kind of comedic. I will say, Barnaby's, you should do an Omega Bees. That would be so funny. Oh my god, Omega? Oh god, that would be funny. Wally Marissa, yeah, I look like a Wally person. RP, I don't know. Probably not much. I don't know, maybe live, I guess. I'll see how I feel or what I do. RP, he would.
I don't know what's going on with Chantal and her body right now, but lately she's been running to the bathroom even more. Like, she's got a severe case of diarrhea these days. It's been going on for days now.
What? I didn't push BBJ. Off with her head. BBJ! I did push her a little bit. What are you gonna do about it? Oh yeah, coconut. Just like me. Oh my god, you're cute. Stop it. Let's make out. BBJ! Ew. Ew, it's gross. Alright, just because you're cute and stuff. You're sitting in Walmart, what are you getting? Really, Che? I have 1,500. What are my arms? I don't know, Brooke. I was wondering that. I just noticed like a few days ago that my arms are kind of short. I don't know. Ask God.
Okay, so Julia Rochford me says, I'm contacting Smee, Phyllis, and the authorities. Why? Why though? Why gonna contact the authorities? Listen, I understand if you're concerned about her getting on the road and driving and stuff while she's intoxicated. I get that, but people have contacted the authorities before. Nothing has come of it. It's one of those things, Julia, where if the police don't see it, they don't have actual proof, there's nothing they can do. So contacting them is not going to do anything.
If I had long arms, I would look so freaking weird. No, I'm not hoping he'll invite me over to the. No, I don't. I'm laughing at every question. Like, I'm supposed to. I could easily weigh 100 pounds and be healthy. Hey, these are good jeggings. I would eat that every day. I only cook twice in 7 months. He cooks every meal for me, and it's always healthy stuff like avocado, banana, and
Okay, so Estrella is sending a super chat saying, we know that you'd rather spend a holiday with Natter than your own mother. So sad. We know this is a show, then later you're at Natter's. Yeah, we all been known. We all have known that. She's going straight over to Natter's later. She's going to smoke out a little bit, maybe get some sleep, and then wake up and then go before the curfew starts.
smoothie, like really healthy stuff. Like I need that stuff in my life.
But you
And
never.
I just have no want to do that for myself. It's so hard to make motivate myself to do that. Like I just it's not the same. Estrella, we know that you rather.
Yep.
Oh, okay, thanks, Estrella, and Happy New Year's. By turning on your stove, you want Burger King. Oh yeah, you're right. I do want Burger King. I want a Whopper.
You know, and this is the part about her VIBs that I cannot stand. These idiots that get in the chat and they just start talking about food to her. They start suggesting for her to go get food and talking about Burger King and you want this and you want that. Let me talk all the way to the people in the back of the room over there and even the front of the room in the middle. She's got an ED, a severe one. You suggesting for her to go get food, talking about food, that is right along the lines of walking up to somebody who's got a problem with cola and talking about cola and telling them to go get cola and do it. You know, food is her drug and it's killing her. All of you VIBs over there, do you want her to die? Do you? Because you're pushing her in that direction by suggesting for her to do something that's harming her health. If any of you guys care about her over there, stop fucking talking about food. Stop it. I've got an ED in recovery. And I would never go up to another addict of any kind and suggest for them to go do whatever it is they're addicted to, nor would I talk about the subject of their addiction. Stop pushing her to go eat. She doesn't need to eat the fast food. She doesn't need to eat the junk food. Stop it. Just stop it. You know, she's already like 450 pounds. How much bigger do you want her to get? Stop putting those thoughts of food in her head. She doesn't need your help. She already thinks about food all the time. She's already obsessed with food. Stop it. Stop pushing her to food. She doesn't need that.
A Whopper is kind of gray too. No, I don't want Whopper. Karina Kaboom. Ouija? Ooh. How about a seance? I really want to summon the dead today. I feel like I need to know. I need to have proof of the afterlife.
Chantal, I said this in another React video. Stay away from things of which you have no knowledge or experience, especially when it comes to things that revolve around rituals and spells and seances and Ouija boards. Stay away from all of that. Stay away from all that. You might have some really bad experiences by doing that because you're dabbling in things of which you have no knowledge of and you're not interested in getting the correct knowledge to know how to protect yourself. Just stay away from that, okay?
I just feel so hopeless sometimes. You ever feel like that? Like really like that existentialism I keep talking about. I swear. I just like what the fuck is the point of our existence? I can't. I need to know. When you marry obedient.
And what would the dead have to say to you anyway if you did contact somebody in the spirit world. What were you expecting them to tell you? They would probably give you a good cursing out. That spirit would say, what are you talking to me for? You know what you need to do in your life and you're not doing it. What help could I give you? If millions of living people are telling you what you need to do and you're not listening, why would you even listen to the dead?
I get my remote. No, when I get my TV to work. I'm sorry, I need to go soon. I'm getting emotional because I really love falafels
Oh,
and
please.
baba ganoush. What are we gonna eat? It's 11:26. Damn it!
See, this is what I'm talking about. All of you idiots in the VIB chat talking about food, she doesn't need help. She's so fixated on food, she doesn't need your help. Stop talking about food. She's already at a very unhealthy weight to the point where it's damaging her health. Stop freaking talking about food. Her liver is already 3 times the size of normal. And when her liver gives out on her, and who knows where it's at right now, that's going to be it, man. There's no going back from that. Stop talking about food.
Why did I smoke? Now I can't get friggin' meat patties.
Too bad.
I'm going to bed before I waste any more time. Watch, now I have to sleep. I smoked some really good shit just now, and frig, I need to go to bed soon, guys. I need a nap. Look at my eyes.
You know what? She's pretty much done with this live stream and she's trying to get out of talking to people anyway. So just for fun, since the live stream didn't go that long, it's like a little over an hour, let's just go to the comments at the end of the video. The another one says, regardless of what she said, she was on her way back from the trap house at the beginning of the stream. She was talking about Natter in the present tense and talking about him a lot, singing love songs, etc. I don't know how anybody could think any different. It's how this phase of the cycle plays out every single time. I do believe that Natter thought he would have a replacement sugar mama by now, but he doesn't. So he needs to keep Chantal around. And take note that it's the end of the month. He says, I don't need her money, when in fact he needs her money. Yeah, the interesting thing is that I did a tarot reading on Natter, on Chantal and Natter, on Pete, on her family. And the one I did on Natter pointed in the direction that he's taking active steps to learn about YouTube and editing and all that. He's trying to put himself in a position to where he could be more independent, but he doesn't know enough. So right now he's making use of Chantal just because she's there. So yeah, he's keeping her around for as long as he needs her until then. Sean Connor says, not sure what is more cringe, listening to Chantal on her lies or reading the chat to see how many beezers fall all over Che. Who is this? Some freaking celebrity? It's so funny to me how some of them have to get their ass pats and hello lovies from Che. Someone make it make sense. Yeah, who is this person, Che? Why is she so important? Let's see. What is this? I guess I missed this part in the chat. Something about CP. I think I'll go over that. I don't want to be demonetized. You guys can go read it later. Latrice Cherry says, how convenient. The Dubai is acting weird now that she's forgiven Nads and wants to go back to him. I don't think the Dubai guy ever existed. And I think that Nick was actually Natter. You know, she's making up all these imaginary people in her head. Max says she wrote it on her Instagram that they are back together. Oh, did she? Did she say that on her Instagram? Interesting. But she really didn't have to say it because we already been known. Let's see. Rupa says, I think one of her VIPs are right. She was at Natter's. I saw her Instagram picture holding a knife. We're in the same top in the surroundings. Looks like she was at Natter's. She is lying. She posted 6 hours ago. Yeah, I believe she was at Natter's. Based on her appearance and the fact that she's on her way back from his house, she's getting her Starbucks and she's going to get party supplies so she can go right back over there. Yeah, I believe she was there. Absolutely, 100%. Let's see. Summer Flower says, here's an idea for a New Year's resolution. Stop talking to us like you think we're stupid. Agreed. We're not stupid. She is, though. Let's see. Oh, here's a good one. So Dara says, you don't love life, you destroy it. Anyone who meets you suffers. I said that. I said that earlier, didn't I? Let's see. Next comment. Let's see. Crop dusting at the dollar store says, this freaking sucks, dude. What I've taken away from this stream, she is still in love with him. She's an emotional hostage at this point, so we can never expect anything else ever. It won't be over until he moves on, and why would he when she funds his life? He has found a way to have his pie and eat it too. Precisely that. Why is he going to leave Chantal? She's paying for everything. He'd be stupid to leave her, financially speaking. I mean, it comes with a price. He's getting his bills and stuff paid, but she brings a whole lot of crazy into his life, but I guess he's okay with it because he puts up with it. He won't get himself a job and get away from her. Let's see. Let's see. Looking for a good comment. So those are just some of the comments. I don't want to read all of them, make this video too long. So I'm just going to end this here and post it to my channel. I hope everybody enjoyed this react. If you do, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you'd like. And beyond this react, I hope everybody out there, you have a very safe, happy New Year's Eve and a wonderful 2022. As I said before, please remember to be careful out there. If you have to go anywhere for New Year's Eve, try to go a little bit early. Be careful with your driving, especially at night, because there are people like Chantal out on the road that are irresponsible and reckless. Just be safe with each other and be safe where you are and enjoy yourselves. So thanks for watching and have a great, great day. Bye now.